year omu package BS de mom na say mo adwadifo so package o wo oba abusa ne hwe adwadifo say wo mo si say waste de management say adwadifo manage waste jai eninti ene ye be di environment kakra oduma kpombobre ye kwaye ye mantam ye bro no ya hunidie nada sanitation environment ni mu a na ewo eninti kame ho na ye ma ye oba professor na chese obey wa ben pa na ya side na ko EPA die adwuma no one Ministry of Environment no ebebo. Prof, good morning.
Good morning.
Uchi so nkwa say uye si we yenye hu
ntri das
twini de nye na udin na na ma wom nti ese se twini timi ba pa
meka fante
obaka fante so ye fine nti de ka fante pacho adwuma mu ti sei
na me na aduma yegudo nkaka
na ukọ ho na ho ti sei
me ko hu de adwuma no so nti strategy na ye hia na ye za ye mo wa ye
okay
me hu so de EP adwuma no Ghana virtually adwuma bi a wo Ghana ha bi ahia EP or the EP church ma obeya ho nyama on how environment no affect environment no too much
okay
nti virtually adwuma bi a oil produce waste and now ordinance aka asase na yete do no ohia EP
wo kan say adwuma ne so sa mo adwuma no scope ne ti saying dia ne dia
that I'm the mining side the obia nyim wo Ghana ha e bi na ka ready for waste issues nti waste oba asas no do nti this year World Environment Day the theme is on plastic waste.
Okay,
how we be plastic pollution if you ho and I be reduce plastic pollution.
Okay,
nti waste yeah adequate bi obia ye be produce waste bia nti ye fafi let's say hairdressing salon produce nsu waste.
Okay,
ohohoro tina
okay,
barbering shop.
Okay,
one waste in fana wodugo.
Okay,
pharmaceuticals, hospitals, mining the nyina yenyim ono ejuma bebre hona we pesticides when we spray pesticides when nyina we here EPA permit when we gas energy in fana dam the electricity company will be see one power plant be a we here EPA nti hwa EPA sector bia fa EPA EPA poultry farm on a way fish farming when you na offer EPA.
Okay, I say gas for no say semba pay si na EPA ye den no mo permit no ma be si gas esi chrome finfini unya ma ho no na ya wote Ghana ye bo abubuo ni ye bobna sesi ayi na sembi ensi ye obi a gas jantom ye den nyame ase senka bibia si pesi na we den na EPA for ma permit enti na menya we die che ndie na ya mohwe na mama sa permit no a ya na nkrofo ye very concerned say filling stations are a wokrum
it's say ye be ma filling station permitter or there filling station no o si baby a ehwe environment no ndo wo residential area.
Okay, so
when you dey ifie ben ho too much because accident is
ya filling stations dey go
e ke the Ghana accident okra na ebie ni bi esi wo circle na onye atomic junction.
Yes, ba kuzu si wola trade fair na chi ho
nti yam fan there ye hia Ghana fu hia filling station because a drive for Chroma be fill o car na de nti ohia da oben hen kakra but oyin da oben hen bebre wo hen fie.
Okay,
nti I heard the impact some fan there at yenchen bisia accident ba impact no be make no is it too much na ya value impact no ya heard the be ma permit another year man e be chede o inside the besi wa ha no si wa ha ana besi wa ha onyi there nyama bi otwa wo ho hia.
Okay, na mo de permit ni ma wi aya amokohwe fi say yes ready enso wo be ya ye opposite say fi atwitwa ho hia asori dan won in chense ana wo kan sense say twa ho hia distance ni ye saying how many meters and saying
mate e bi wo ho before we see filling station no na ifie bia enyi ho ona ye ba ho permit but filling station no wo ho no ifie baboto filling station no ni nyina ye adoya Ghana for de wo hu de bibia filling station isi ya mo ho permit ni ye hwe ho surroundings ansa na ye madam permit no nti serebesi wodana adenya appropriate license and permit or trebefa or de disi
ampadok de oka prof de oka no na yanso ya hwese ye ma permit ne se efie nsi ha no na asase no for residential purpose ansa na yanso ye ma ne se wonko enko filling station ti se basa de ene na efie ne beba beto no kakra
sana make say ye ma permit ye hwe around no nti assembly district assembly where zoning okay baby wo ho ahaye wo de oye residential area nti beba permit ye ba hwe all the often the land site plan
okay
na document our land no hu nyina ansa na ya ma permit no
okay
ibimpo wa baby to the poultry farm dey ya ma permit ya cha a draw condition no mu dey normally when you permanent structures nti say ifie boboto wa residents meet up with you or they relocate
okay
mortuary hospitals na di na ya ma ho permit nyina ya ma conditions a
ti obia ne condition a mo de bata
yeah
nti say ye hu say to say waka poultry farm yeah say ye be lines abon say obi be friend say me feature poultry farm bi e wo nkoko agya nan na eyi nka ye intimate na ho ne ade enso mo se matro mo be kan na waka say mo be kan say fie beto ho a relocate na say fie ne beto no amokohwe hu say nipa we ya man permit be 10 years and 5 years ago no wa relocate efie kro na nyi akoto no anti wa relocate na order so te ho
yeah okay you know ma hu ebien akoye ye monitoring
okay
and your friend compliance enforcement nti ye kokohwe de bibia adam order
okay
last Friday Saturday na me wo kuma Ashanti region me compliance monitoring nti ye be hwe de conditions na ye da mo de dido for ye wo for wo bra na adwuma na re ye no ezido a
okay
akoso ye complaints ebia na ye nya ndu ho mbahwe but obi afre ama complain do ejuma bi o wa ha hawa wodze brahen wo hen area hani na ya akọ na akọ hede abade na ebotum ya ye wo ho nti enyim de nkofo so wo ye ejuma wo ye ho ska na wada aship nti ye hwe ma ebe ya structures ebe put in place amanfo wo ho na nchire ho bebre because of ejuma area na wo so no lose bebre because I investment for area ho nti ye dototo ho ansa na ye de ya aboa wo ejuma na yemu
o kan ya manfo nso hwe nti filling station fo ya bebre abetu kuri se omo kasa omo what is the condition aya na e bata ho it is a poultry farm there no se ebeto a obe relocate and omo condition to say
filling station they need a site or residential area you need a site or baby where ija like fire
okay
watering shop and a mechanic shop where watering otutu jano onye da filling station sa ho wo hodada wa onye da filling station no oba ho so wo hodada na sa filling station for feed obetun wa age won land na aka ho de ho a normally I encourage community engagement ya peda asomdwe ba nti ebeka do afa na afa won hia na won ka ho asam wo wi a numu report na obeba no won fa mbrehen ebi wa anya EPA yetinam bi na ye hwede obi a na asam orka no oda no kwem na yanso ya hwe me ya be na ya ye so de wotua nkofo na wo area ho ka na wo fi ho wo compensate won wo fi ho ana so de filling station ontum nsi ho a ne nyina ye hwe na ye ka last Saturday Friday me wo Ashanti region ye quarry site wo blaster enya complain there ifie na wo around no
e wo
so na wonya cracks nti ye kwa hwe ebi wo ho a onye ye check impact distance na de nya ye hwe nti bi wo ho a complaints oba all right but onye edwuma no na ode problem a wo face no ode ba ebi so ho answer na wo besi no ye ma dam conditions ni but bi mo se mo de won fi bebia wo wa na ada nti ye nyo ka de se how ba ye ntum ya mbo bio otum
na se ma wo mo nse free ho
because
na sa na beboa
na ye djuma ne ye wo hia so ye wo hia sinto na ka de wo le ta betuma aye kosi
mutumi nye compulsory evacuation o
chida sam to one sana ya ka de
ti se baby amu we bi akwari ni wo ho na etwa se ye kwari no ye pay abo ne so en ye kwari for compensate omo kope baby kosi dan ma omo si chinchin ada aha ye betina yes ya ne muntina
one situation bi kwari no ba start no on your community na year engagement so relocate community for na wo about 100 to 200 meters circumference or quarry no
which are enough and travel or more jumadi no impact and travel beyond
300 kilometers no. I mean sorry meters not kilometers meters but there was one building I think now was starts foundation one make a story building eventually. A honor was about 100 meters to quarry site. At the very beginning, no, when engage community for ya, okay, no catching the day. On tia, on to land, on tia, ne a how you compensate. Na on few one Jahoman, one pendo.
Quarry phone and a
quarry for any owner of a building. Why are wasted than a
oh,
it's a story building, a very big building. Every blast no baby, it will impact on the house. Into history that me no, or the complain about. Yeah, can say your fault because
so it's not number kwa
yeah, nipa no waje ne license when ya ne concession or your nejuma as quarry. Oyedin, all the baby oyedin, human face issues na ade ne bema, o ma he adwuma no oyedin.
I see. And the filling station for the are making. Corona Barbeto, ye nama ye hunu de bia we see them all the time. Omo boy but e na wa busa hu se asem su sie na ne wa ben lighting ya me hu se e ben e war residential area but almost all our filling stations in town now within town no e residential areas. I said it's now e dey na ye betimi aye.
Okay. Another way around or filling station is the one safety issues.
Okay.
It's a filling station be our owner no another company no or doing a safety officer on site every time. It's every one safety issues in fact the ija break out this year. Or start to kakraba before be kese. Or there measures are in place to immediately overstop ijana or to them. Until do they have those measures what they put in place? From time to time, we are monitoring. Or in the area congested in any way. Into entry into the filling station and out of the filling station. What cars at park or filling station? It's not allowed, especially baby a tank and one. When that cars park a ben, baby one storage tanks no.
And they are more yard on because of empake wa paki one chain say entrance near exit in so da ho kakra but we are then bia obenya one or two recalcitrant ones be ewo nti sesi an ye hu se oma betu yen ya fa ne sa mo behwe se omo be won hihye mo ko monitor hu se ampa abetu yen ya fa ne sa but we ni e betimi aye e di aboaye ho monitoring koso
yeah as much as
often and how regular
APA they be out they be APA for out monitoring everything not just filling station virtually BBI yensa or yeah under here edwuma bia around ya monitor
yen hwe mining eno ye major ade pa nim so mo ye na kese ne de mining ya ka quarry for no mo nka ho na emom gold ne diamond ni we mu no omo ye na kese pa no you might not have much issues to someone omo ye ni nkuma mu sisi a no ye buta ye pa ne se o ye nyina ye pese ye kongalamsi mo aso na mo bo ama permit no e fa dodo na so o se o makoje permit me wo me license na no ne ye bon komo ye si o Minerals Commission amano license WSO the be man license na di mu ne say EPA so be man clearance mo ye mo de ne sen cause ya na ayete say oh Minerals Commission de onu wa wie na adwuma nti say enye possible a enkese say EPA bem
me that say Minerals Commission want my permit to mine want my permit for minerals no
okay agudie na wa asase ni mu
no ho na want my permit nti which size be more like this is your concession EPA yeah my permit for the operation
okay
ebe mine no okay then the I didn't able to know you better the other day so need to another day excavator need to
okay
another seruta who process na edible to nya ka application na ebe ye no ho
okay
nti so enya wo concession enya wo land wo forestry commission enya wo land wo lease wo oye minerals commissioner EPA enya permit no ekwana ebe fado na ebetu no ona he ye ma ho permit because ono no all say environment no
okay
nti yehwe process be na ebe fado betutu fom akofom ye wa alluvial mining another hard rock
okay
etwa ebe hohoro ne den the mercury the cyanide another dunsu na the bohohoro ni nyina no ka wo condition na application na ebe kire ekwana be fado ede be na yenso ya cheche do oda ifada mu kwane di na ye menye ne de nti ya cheche ho kwana wo ba fado na wa ye ho mine nti eken no wona wo ba di permit no ho ade enya ho ya cheche ho ma wo ye nyama ye na fibro to be no so ya ko round ya community ma wo si wo ye last Saturday na me wa Sanko Gold a big mining company
okay
ko hwe ho permit ya ko hwe adwuma wo ye mining bia obi a baba ba di license bia no na adwuma no oya oyde oye was oba reclaim land no otutu asase no otutu fom na ade no bia oyde osankata asase no do no obodua ndua na wedua obodua eziba no so na wedua oya condition ye de ma minus oba ba di permit nti ono no ho ne yama wotua security deposit be guarantee be offer no bond we post a bond nti isika wotua ye de to ho owo ma a company ni dim owo EPA ni dim in our bank nti obi anu ntum nkeyi nti oye two companies no EPA na company na oba penodo de me bi ya so de ekokeyi bonding oye sika ye oye because what condition wo me there itutu form wi a san katado nti bonding oye guarantee a ocha da wi abakatado
okay
se wi na ankatado a ode EPA ye de fambrem ni ye yisika no na ye de kata asas no do ni ye jana ma ose
okay
nti obi oba de permit no de ye wadam condition no ho problem ye wo sisi a wo hen land nya na asase na titu nsu onye hona won be permit another hwehwe no mpo a ehu se ye ba na tali ye adwuma na enyi permit a yezo ba office ye ba charge abadi nti tutu foma enyi permit na miska no na edi siesie asase na back anaso de beba be permit na afa conditioner also there for me a church okwana ebe fado na enyina
okay nti we are working mo de ma companies akese ne omo ye small scale
yes and medium scale
but yeah it is a small scale for na so no mo trash na omo koye galano
yeah so original small scale mining definition no yemfa galam saying ye nka soso ne asobi na we do tutu form okay but in the small scale miners now we use excavator do am EPA ya dem bra foforo abade
okay
small scale miners nya say ye hu da asase ho sen nti wonyina so one post bond nya security bia say wotu ha na wan katado a ye de bond ye bra ba katado
okay na chese kanene de na nka small scale miners de omun post bond ni bi omun fa surety and security bi anto okay nti samra we be chase aye adwuma brebe
yeah start yenye small scale miners yenye ho akasa I think 3 years ago before mpomeba EPA
okay
sisi enyina ya akọ anokrum de obotua
nti wa start o ma start sika mu edura ebetimi ama o mahu se sika we de mintumi nja ho nko nti ese mitu amena na mekata so on se bi ono ebe so we de enye sika bia na metu ya mi wi amintu mo mfa sika na mekata so no weja ho
unfortunately sika na nye bebre man kana EPA pe no small scale miners so am penodo da into ama odrage nti for 3 years na discussion no record time mo na ma abeka de okay awo mo opede wotua na wontua at least ebe bibia ebotum ye ginado na yeso ho mu
na de omo pese omo ntua no de se bi enu sha enu na ma omo feel impact no enu nti na omo se enu na omo pese omo ntua nti e ba se ay mechia nti EPA me kata so dog gana ni omo
but oma ye hu baby awo so because so ya kakra once the cry na ebe tro within to do
okay
nti unable to me ejeti ye hu there you are doing the right thing
okay
but when you akra na bi opo enhu hwan mpo
kra
do a permit no kwa won baje kra na da hwehwe won chi kwa
nti se omutua na esua na wankata so a echina bi so obey renew ne permit na
ehwa ne hensa baka no
okay mo ma permit na eya mo ni minerals commission edi nkita ho ana efise saa omo tu onsuo mu ni de ben nsuo ni ade mo na mo betumi a chese oh minerals commission ampa gold wa ha ba se de ben asuo bre mu yi de entimi mu omo ntu se mo ani nkita ho ansa minerals commission de se okoye prospecting wakoye wa ba o se an ye se wo ho de akotu bi anu wonko hwe ba mo kusa doc prof no mo so enti pacho ni Professor Nanama Brown Kluche ya wo ye CEO Emma Environmental Protection Agency na yenene bonkomo se ampa my authority ntina wa CEO ampa Dr. Kukufu be ka se ya na wo refi se ma boy adwuma ma ade authority enya abamu a usi a wo refi CEO my Environmental Protection Authority nti still EPA edini sesan ya nka ebe ho still EPA nti prof na me bisa se wo mu minerals commission nkita ho bi bam ebre omoma permit ana omoma license na mo so omoma permit no nya sa yensuo no a say no ye hu no se as a coordination any agencies nentem
medasi minerals commission wo ma permits obia institutions ni nyina yenyimde ye wo 100 meter buffer bia onyi there 100 meter buffer bia onyi there obia mine near water bodies the mineral commission wo ma concession a oben nsu abra minerals commission wo ma ho concession no ana wo ma ho license no onye EPA din kita ho nti EPA ba ma ho permit ana ye ma ho permit yenye minerals commission all the time ye ze ho nkomo ansa na obi enya ne concession oda ka ye djuma
nti se ye de sobo ne bom se enye my negligent kakras institutions e wo modjuma ho free se yi forest yi ne enso no a essay no senka mutna moto so you may not have been there then but institution no omumi enu nyina se so mutna moto so hwe nia ma bia kaye nu a obi ya no se
men jintum on accounts them and one away this illegal activities no aswazi na wade because obi ama license that can mine near water bodies and inside water bodies obi ama them permit nti aswazi na wade ko kaye
nti na manka illegal no na ye wo ebi mu a waje permit se me ye legal mine
yes
and so be ko no de bi Erastus report e be ba no obe sha ni se oh we owo krata o and so what tra ne hie
thank you and on conditions are yeah the can permit no nti ebe no this is your area there mine EPA kwa ye hwe around the nyina ye hudo impact na awo mine no obema no on how asase on how nyimpa on how nsu and even frama too much nti ye hwe ansa na ya EPA ama ho permit nti obi the application ba yentena nkra na yenye yakọ site ho edi henwa ede kokohwe
sa
ye environmental impact assessment ansa na ya the permit no ye de amo ye refuse permit oh ye hwe na se onye ye ya ye catch the permit ye ntum ye mfa mo
wonu se Ghana fo bi wotim po se ya moti office enti mo nko grounds enkohwe ya mo nko monitoring so after mama permit no Ghana fo bi was a perception
yakọ round pa but that me kan hye no edwuma no so EPA staff usa mebe na EPA staff was 777
Ghana nyina
nti yenyu antum hu baby a nti egudo aye increase yan staff strength na onye staff strength so yenya resources cars ye dey around the monitoring this you know that we abafo yenya more resources yenya vehicles yenya even laptops computers ye dey ejuma nyina yenya bebre na fie da ye ejuma yawo instrument yede measurement there environmental impact assessment air quality sensors or the ejuma or the test water quality yawo instrument bebree a yɛde adwuma drones na ade nyina ɔkan adwuma yɛyɛ no ho ni nyina yɛ limited in these resources nti ɔma adwuma no ɔyɛ de no more nti in the EPA ya na generate here resources na yɛde hwɛ here operations
oh sir
ɔtomo ɔyɛ de no pa na chi ya kebisa wɔ aba no ho nti ya ho kye hen kakra but egudu a yɛhwehwɛ resources a
na license you know permit zika na moje no say baby omo adwuma omo ye die ude ye fa one sector of baby amoma permit no kra ese nka munya sika na mokra musan ma ban sisan ban ye nya ina 5G so GB fire de foforo
EPA yen fees and charges no o form kra zafa na for mining e dey compare manye je wo mining permits and fees na dey compare minerals commissioner here dey no form kra
but why if you say muso na mo share environment na mai
yes so yen fees and charges no are approved by parliament
okay
nti ya dey appeal local parliament na ya increase na ya upgrade the fees and charges because o form kra yen
CCI so be air combine ni bibia e pepepe minerals commissioner mano license no muso makohwe mo money permit na okutu gold obechi abese.
It depends on the size of concession.
Okay, give us the minimum size of
type of.
Ebi ase omukra ifo no. Minerals commission land no be saying 20 by saying.
It depends. Obeji land kakraka. Obeji kakra.
O the for minimum one obi aje.
Minimum. Minimum. Okay, me find the land size. Mamambo amount
okay,
no, in the mining sector, you're charging in large scale, you're charging dollars. Okay. Small scale, you're charging cedis.
Okay.
And say, since I had dollar no, and see the way we gain strength. You cry your whole actually and kakra, but
more chances. See, I
okay, bro. And see, a concessioner. Oh yeah, I can't even tell the size because.
Okay. But you give us a range. So we be the least permitter for
mining.
Mining, no.
Permits for mining about $5,000 USD.
Okay. For large scale for no.
Yeah.
Okay. Multinational for.
No, small scale.
Small scale.
Otumokwa could do about $100,000 USD for large scale.
Okay.
Mining.
Na small scale for na moji cities ne.
Okay. Mama used to gold board in funny example.
All right.
This is you trace good ne sources.
Okay.
Na ye illegal
smuggling
status not illegal, not illegal. I'm saying never, but smuggling of goods.
Of good.
Yeah,
okay.
Into gold board was obia or there obia wo bottle gold one or budget permit or EPA.
EPA. Okay.
International category room.
Okay.
Ya wo nkakrama wotia just 2,000 no 3,000 for process 1,000 for processing and then 2,000 for the permit. They are like different categories. I could do 10,000.
No.
I could do 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay, so between 3,000 and 10,000.
Yeah, only a buyers no one permit.
Okay.
Into one away mining and kasa. If it is surface mining aluvia, on which you are better $10,000, $5,000. Okay, I could do hard rock. If you able to form no aka blast was as an asno. What up to $100,000 scrap.
And yes, I can shasa and I'm one so more expenses was sure.
Don't know the addition here. It's around that. Yen fuel, yen vehicles na de. Nipa so koso waje allowance nkakan kakra. Itu ya wana allowance kakan kakra. Ya wa travels. Yen document ye review nyina. Itu ya allowance nkakan kakra. Bi wa de contract bi mo from outside EPA. Mo ye hedjuma ni bi wade mahen. Ni na itu ya. Bi to the labs. Ye de ka test pesticide. Ye ka test insu. Na dina yen labs no tisia wa akofom wo hen equipment nti akọ external places like Ghana Standards Authority ya wa labs but akofom in terms of nyama able to
resources na de nti na mo resource na mo nye mo amade wo because ya de a mo ye no de bia nti ebi na make no ye hia resources yankasa ye da build ye ho ya da equip ye ho for ejuma na ye no ti any private companies wa ba app ye nyo come to build our labs for us into two maybe but to the two system no more private companies your mo enso be nya permit mo ho na that conflict of interest be ankoba
well except the purpose of one coming to build operate and then transfer our laps to on home common. They may be involved in other businesses which is not on the table on the discuss into what they want to help us with.
Later, no, even one say about BP night. Oh, none of your more papa.
If you hear you money and the war, yeah. And some transfers all the time. Okay. Familiarity, but my you money into your transfer and stuff. You shuffle one around into in kakra.
Yeah. One kasa as a CEO no. Yeah. Or when you saw the any sense you pesi ya galamsey o plan anything some de be boy
me that's abibia me come planner it's a little bit off the normal discussion
so
me feel the earlier statement as institution no like you feel in fighting galamsey me when there we know what to do you declare galamsey as a war.
Okay.
Until why are we not approaching it as war? If you need resources no to and go get into a war front. Into a war, they are armed. EPA staff, we are not armed. And when I walk around where you're monitoring here, Forestry Commission, they are not armed. But other will monitor, no control forest. EPA, yes, you forest, you Galamsey site all the time. But we are not armed. So me kwana me kaya operation, me kaya arrester, many military, national security, I mean out on that front. How many times am I to make military for you walk out? It's expensive. How many times can we pay them to go out with? It's a problem no. So there yenya like a comprehensive plan.
Okay.
I mean can me fight pa insu.
Okay.
So my vision is to clean up our water bodies.
They are contaminated.
Water bodies, virtually all of them are polluted. Okay. About 90% of our river bodies are polluted. Okay. If you are steady to get the figures of pollutants and all the river bodies that are attacked, then we'll get the figures to put out for Ghanaians to see. This is the map of Ghana. This is our water body. This is the situation of our water bodies. When we feel them, we can fight this much better than the way
so
what's
the best?
I mean, as EPA, me here helicopters 5, a couple of guns, and then that's a woman 2 weeks.
So we have helicopters 5
helicopters, a couple of guns. Me clear one of war the water bodies.
Okay,
I'll clear them.
How are you going to do that?
I said on the market. I just need the resources.
And so now obey and say now plan the own Oh, this professor is a smart professor.
For the land week, it's not so much of a problem.
Okay.
The compare here and water bodies. This is the source of our drinking water and potable water.
Okay.
Ghana Water Company is struggling to treat insu water bodies for us. Since last year October, I mean if you are meeting more central region. Insu in fact tap no till today. Insu mba. Nti here fa na ode yenya insu yedifi. Nti I mean me feel that for that single importance of insu wo country no man, we need to be more radical about the fight. Or they are clear illegal activities on our water bodies. Okay. Land, and we can take our time and reclaim the land, treat it, and then plant food. Okay. Even that one, we are heading towards food insecurity in the country.
But Prof, in as much as Matthew will plan as you know, fan says 5 helicopters wonza no enya guns runs one can do a winya. Yes, I dream one guns to kodiam kwakwensa menu to on you. And it's a wonza can these 5 helicopters and the guns na she say vision into me mem unto me moye my enko galano.
Yeah, in sooner than cleaning you be clean.
Okay.
Me actually Ghanaians there. It's doable, able to make cleaning water bodies no. Okay. Only the for sure you be. But they cleaning, they are still there. They cleaning, they are still polluting the water. And the taxpayers' money they be cleaning so no. On an water one war you know what said. Okay. The danger is yani in sooner no or see any kidney problems I be brain. Even areas where Galamsey or no, most of the places see when you have records of infertility. When you're for both men and women, when you're birth with defects in a day,
Yeah.
Maybe it's not too loud for Ghanaians to know, but we are the war front, oh, my sister. We are the war front. We feel that we should be more radical to protect our water bodies.
In Ghana, for because ye shamu leaders na mudi enimu say sa radicalism ye mo be boy di enimu na yenso mo ka chobo ina na yenso yajimu so.
It looks like there are more people doing this galamsey than those who want to fight it. It's EPM can have strength already. And when I walk down how I galamsey, what does this in EPA have strength? And again, they are even armed. Instead, I mean, Malcolm, who ebu on the water bodies, well, they were armed. Me do a cheer when I passed. Because I went to pick water samples, so I didn't go with the military men. So I myself was exposed. In the Mukwa water sample, I saw them on the River Pra. Okay. Midstream of River Pra.
Into Ukochifu Pra so higher.
Well, Beposto side.
Okay, Cape Coast Road.
Western region side. Make a water sample for testing. And then Nanto Kakra midstream. You know they were on the Shamfine in Sunodo. They were armed. What can you do? You just stand away. One, actually. There's situations you face anytime you go out. If people who are near Galamsey, the normal work, people's company, they don't want to give EPA one man opportunity there. If you ever church one, most of the way you put what's EPA over there, should go away. Because we put your permit we put your. Na yaso ya church on conditions other warfare don't know why because be more impede will follow conditions.
Na you see am your authorities omo person omo be
yeah the police for catch one.
Okay.
Yeah, we arrest them.
So mo onko fa mo prosecute omo.
Yes.
And am arrest omo de omo be oh madam Kafra ni nim say mo
EPA for
we are
always at court. So we involve the police and national security.
Okay.
Most of the time.
What dey asema papa mo rule waste management mo Ghana to say.
Yeah. Okay. Think I the waste no untouch environment no. Maybe to the plastic.
Okay.
Or do environment no that. Or how as waste or how here. Especially in Suta or hoko or block and gutter. Na dina oma yenya flooding. Or one contributor of flooding in big cities. Into one of the work I'm doing, beside my vision, is to reduce plastic waste. We need to recycle what is already in the system. We need to reduce the amount of plastic being produced in the system. Okay. And encourage alternative packaging. Okay. Into polythene bag we are encouraging alternative packaging. Ghana, we've made an attempt to ban plastics. It didn't work out because you provide alternatives. So that is one thing I'm working out. So you walk through the street of Ghana, 1 kilometer, you need to drink water because we have high humidity. Ewiano so. Yeah. Humidity because of that, drinking water was sports different places. Here was saying, what did my henny? Say to me providing so naturally obine nanto krom na on top nsu na ono ati be bakita na cap mpa o do sport bia when you drinking water one no or continue ntini na aye adwuma ye as EPA you provide drinking water CCS we
provide drinking water
and because we want to remove this from the system
mo the basis here
yeah borehole assessment CCS it starts with EPA itself.
Okay.
It's a vantage point people will walk and take a drink. It's in town where or drinking water will chrome all the time. We do a people to the one sacra as no and Kitawaka, the boo na no call baby. They emulate this kind of practice.
Because then I can be saying that drinking water and will be provided. No, yeah, the day in a besano.
The bottom the one side, but the one that cried to
wow.
The bottom say provide paper cups.
It sounded good on paper, but in reality, very feasible.
And there you Ghana find what the gallons na bucket baby bubuako. Oh, yeah, then even doing something
because me shakra, and baby and I'm with me to borrow.
Yeah,
as I see yes,
piping.
Okay,
it's a comprehensive plan. Yeah. Okay, never pipe.
That will be to me within the 4 years.
You go trust the NDC government.
I see. And I don't know if be na make no almost say more quota be a modema almost fanye waste management, and I wasn't getting the person. I was like, mo kana use mutuet kamo no say no intisa.
No, not EPA. EPA in Cheska market women that want to manage waste. And there we other any local government collaborate in the waste management. Them are making waste or touch on the environment until we get involved. So we help with waste management.
Okay, say we help quite ben so na mo helping.
Today been a your license a recycling plant.
Okay.
And your try one what products na that will be recycle. I mean per their conditions are either what ejuma. Okay. Until you waste like dump incinerators are nyina no yehwe there baby a water boiler gu. Is it at the right place? But when in the Ghana, obi the boiler cook go out. The next day, baba na baby na or the be able go baby. Tinya I there, baby what to boiler go. In farmer baby out in farmer buffer na then on how nipa what area ho another you saw what area ho na didn't nti yehwe.
More reps to assemblies na.
Yeah, into EPA most of the end offices were regions, the area offices, and it's even cited at the district assembly offices. Into the assembly, so be budget a done permit, building permitter. Assembly together with EPA and other offices, they sit together and send a permits for Obiane, even residential buildings. EPA involved in giving permits for buildings. And so we work with the assembly.
Hey. And the mojumane swamp, and I say, I can't hear no name one monkey cannon so from Kakra. If you say, I don't young Crawford see name, Obi Mantemuna, so easy wo. Now a body day.
Those complaints
when we saw assembly for now, Cassanswa or more. As I say, I will be a sabun sign, so mamma nipane permita. Wow, near new curtains say, clear as I see way dear. Yen sabun sign twice so 12 or so. And so we see. We are perhaps was making a permit. So permit to create EP soon, yes.
Yes, okay, so building permits them or like a committee. Until we share now we discuss permits no at the assembly level. Okay. And some of the permits no there, but until EPA report no. Ono na already my approval though the building in a conditions area hono on to see wo. Okay. But normally when there other agencies no one no EPA rep no. But I'm not
coordination cooperation no.
Ebia was in to be what Yejuma but Ejuma no oyetan.
But it has to be done.
It has to be done, you're right. Into all your cocody baby na the EPF no one permit na up and down we na human face na political influence na nyina obem into ma Ejuma no oyetan me.
Factories are more churning waste out, be it solid, be it plastics. Motion is because now say me now sphincters wa me road hu hwe wo fa chiri say ya wo yes wo biti traffic na wo fa chiri say ya ti mu say fin a wo ma ya aboabo no gu no na sinti we hwan na ehwe na je say mo na mo hwe no so I say wait
okay so
many product is special
many plastic producers I am meeting to plastic bottles I am meeting na ma yaka on there they need to put up recycling plant at least or take out one capacity now we'll put out no you should be able to recycle that quantity to produce let's say 500 bottles you should have a recycling plant that will recycle 500 bottles or more.
The same as you are producing, no? Yeah. Recycle same.
Yeah, or more. So the minimum is the match. Oh, problem or one year there, they don't even get the feed. Until for this to obe fuel studio ha, e could do recycling plant on. I want a problem no. They don't get the feed.
Ewie yani ato atwene.
Yeah. No, until you hear collectors. You know yeah improvement kakra ye when go for around or pick plastics or they call recycling plant. But onya enough. We need a lot of collectors. Now what we ye system no now what they call recycling plant or no it's going to be when you recycle.
Oh, I see.
We recycle the top, recycle the bottle itself in that label no. Then you know we recycle separately, differently.
Chinchin as more companies in recycle and also move to me happy be money on my because projects be an on environmental sustainability. You be BB plast or move for plastics no more the concrete into more the seed and come
into recycling bin
into as I say special or one else or recycle prof kafra o de no muso meba say specialize e was specialize na and now recycle ne plastic waste you know and I say any other companies bet me up na say mo bi no mu here EPA be say okay special mainly more responsibility but say pen plus to say bibi anya pen plus. Oh, maybe a piece of plastic or more tema. I say boom, or more the year concrete.
Recycling plants or Ghana one the only work they are doing is recycling. They are not producing plastic, but they're only recycling.
Okay.
Into semi-fan special ice wobber. Now we can't build a new recycling plant, but we are collaborating with this institution to do the extent of one collaboration.
Okay.
Because either what they produce, they should be able to take it out of the system.
Okay.
So our collaboration, we are fine. More here and there, you are demonstrating there what you are bringing in, you are taking out.
Okay.
It's only one way. Then we need to clean what is already also in the system.
In the system.
Another thing, as Ghanaians, so I how to separate waste, because collecting this and while it is becoming a problem or difficult is that you to separate waste no. Obimpo why ready to collect waste or na plastic or then other in fra now difficult amande or be clean another be yi if you not that call this recycling plant. So you to me separation of waste or your culture is here.
Na eno no mo be boa na ma training crofo na ma ye education man na fi say ye be kan but say nipa no nimo a obe separate ni say
nti ya start ye de hon komo
okay
for different companies ni na ye de komo like obi amboa na ye them education or to them na Ghanaians so want to media houses want to say anymu ye adwuma abibia nti there ye start the year them education no they provide the bins na oya maso ayetum yenya ho na obeyi efi area ho bakoto egu na what bins na back
okay
to place
said the authority was no so answer na questions in so bring quickly World Environment Day eba so Thursday 5th August plans in any say
that's it. It's World Environment Day this year. So every year EPA na organizing a World Environment Day showcasing issues about the environment. This year, luckily, the president is interested, so the president himself will be present at the World Environment Day with other institutions, in the sector ministry, Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology.
Okay.
It's a big program on 5th of June.
Thursday, because another second.
Okay. Thursday, Kwabenya Senior High School and a community school.
Oh, okay. After Atomic Police Station.
Yeah, Atomic Police Station. Okay. Compound. When you host the program, no.
Okay.
And on that, the theme for this World Environment Day is on plastics. You be reduce the plastic waste and you recycle. We normally say rethink plastic. And
then plastic pollution.
And then plastic pollution. In the Minister of Environment, no so our special initiative be on one child per tree.
Okay.
Into the one child per tree, no, I MP for K2 North. So wafa, opedo green ne constituency.
Okay.
Into Ochina Tuesday, 3rd June.
Okay.
We invite the EPA for we're collaborating with them. Now education was secondary schools or one constituency no more. The community there, but they plant a number of trees. They secure trees seedlings from the Forestry Commission and other institutions. They plant trees, so you demonstrate greening the environment. Now, I encourage you so they shouldn't just plant; they should grow the tree.
Okay.
And so we believe that one child per tree, the child will grow the tree with the child growing.
Okay, that's nice.
Another program that will come up with, that's a 5th July or so. And in line
that's
with
a month later.
A month later, World Environment Day, the University of Energy and Natural Resources.
Okay.
They also in collaboration, in collaboration with EPA, also want to observe the day. Okay. But now, because of the national event on the 5th, no, we couldn't do it on that same day. Every day is an Environment Day anyway, but then we need to observe it for the consciousness of the environment.
Okay. In the 5th na moko kwa binyano, ede important na program nebeko so. It's
observe the day, no. The president will make a statement.
Okay.
EPA will be there.
Okay.
Invite UN agencies, so
okay.
Na diplomatic corps, embassies, na ambassadors, so whatever. And it will be a big program. Yebenya speeches.
Okay.
On that day. Yeah.
More plans is a previous regime no na edu environment day say at that time na omoye greening Ghana no mu duadua nua no. More plans is say mo beto aso and as mo ye one child per tree no nti mo so ma fa a different angle nti ensure that no continuations.
Oh, it will eventually be greening Ghana.
Okay.
And say I think a few days after, the exact date, the World Desertification Day.
Okay.
No, so your day, no, so you do.
Okay.
Until we'll be involved now, you do. India no oboy and a pan, apart from my hand, fresh air to breathe. Carbon dioxide, so in atmosphere.
Okay.
If your atmosphere, this is Ghana, you won't do more than enough, but if we plant more, more trees, it will be a friend of carbon credits. The more India the more carbon dioxide in atmosphere.
Okay.
If your other countries are to develop countries, when shada in India, when you forest them, one carbon dioxide no produce. In India no otumo one carbon dioxide no the atmosphere. And your carbon credit as a country. The more trees we plant, the more we get this credit. No, so this kakra in Ghana.
Okay, great. I'm on for questions 1 or 2, Prof. Mame emusama omo na afi minja o kwan kakra. Krachi bi se ono ne asemu omu ye filling station full circle. Or say, is the EPA aware of the ongoing mining activities in Domahinkro, particularly in the Efun River, and they have they inspected the site where it is taking place? Unim Doma Bono region.
Bono, yeah, Doma, yeah. It's a site office crowd Doma as we speak. So we have identified office space where the staff boko now we too ben problems na you solve no. It's very soon our officers will be there in Doma.
Okay. There's an accusation. Mankaya ukwa mino de bebo me say ya no one kind me message. Or sign say they go for inspection. Now he comes up with a follow-up. Oh, they go for inspection, but they take brown envelopes and they leave. Prof, what's your journal? Hey, once you ask my ye kata na oshe. Oh, maybe Zampoma sister ya. Do you realize that the woman, she's a professor, she's wearing the same dress as you are wearing? Hey, sister, tiasem na ye kanuna from wamba what? Charisma, he Prof AAK is proud of you. AAK.
My constituency. Abra Asebu Mankese.
Honorable Felix constituency. Oh, okay, I see. Ajudina na Kofi Jomo. This tyranny intimidation na be and the can't tyranny intimidation. Environment as a politics. Oh, muka environment as a Raymond Salah. God bless Ghana and God bless our CEO. Washington Yankee. The smartness and competency of Prof Nana Makluchi can be saying in her delivery, espousing the repressing issues and the pertinent and viable propositions to overcome such challenges. More Prof fans. Doris Obe Queen. Or see what is the difference between EP and environmental health and sanitation? Edini chere but prof boanuma mi why?
Environmental health and sanitation. The focus no is on health and sanitation. Nti bi na ye ka ball asem na mobile waste management. Nti ho na be ka they are the heart of the problem. If you hear the environment no be clean.
Okay.
The impact of BBA bia no that environment no
Okay. Minu about na minu abema me gidi say Doris dey na che say we minu aba me gidi say when your response no a o hwehwe no and Kojo Afrifa, good morning madam, please ask prof that when is your authority calling for application forms? What kind of application do application forms? Ejuma employment,
Ejuma maybe I had 300 applications within 1 month of my office.
Oh. Nti asa wo say mu ya under resource. Nti mu fa bi ngume.
Sekana edebeti. Here clearance from Ministry of Finance.
Okay.
Before we even employ.
Okay.
Yeah, kakra.
Okay. Prof, unfortunately, I will say I do see here now a discussion so it's me eba. Bibi ono mo musa wana fa de ye musa. Osha ye ka mining na ye ka waste management ni abeka environment trepe. Any filling for filling station for most of the doors.
Yeah, chemicals, do organ, pesticides, herbicides. And when I will produce and when I will spray, it will be a sprayer of chemicals to cry a permitting. And so now I am spraying.
Spray fumigation for no. Just a permitting the panel.
I say a permit.
Any permitting.
You want so, but my for work freedom and Kamagana phone you now want today. Say, Nyanaka Sable protecting the environment. It takes every Ghanaian to get involved.
Okay.
Tell you who role in the bebo with the advocacy.
Okay.
Now you do it right.
Okay.
Who role in the befriend report situations or around you to EPA. Now you are coming to help. What then should be ideas at the baba? Media men, you also have your role to play. In environment na yet no. Without the environment, you can't survive. Only when you air that we breathe, it has to be a quality air. Only when you no. It's a pollution of water or it's not right for us even to live on the earth. And it's a banana yedi, yenyefi as nemo. Okay. Yen so they are say hen wetlands. Baby, no so into my up here, number.
Ramsar site, yeah.
And Kofu was to see a dano wado. Eventually, about how in fact, a good how in CCI, Bob, you wouldn't see flooding up all costs because a whole area. In Supima, I don't go no rest. A whole was species of animals in a plant tibia. A hope and I will survive. Maybe to the butterflies. This is entire butterflies.
Then you have a front of a fair. Can do season say another front
but one baby half a front one. Yes, sir. And was a boy with pollination. It's the band living by Chibobo, a bro bosso nadia. Pollination, yeah. Bees no nye butterflies what the wobwa no what the on normal yenya it's banimpo yedi nti ya clear wa eventually ya ho ba che hen pa nti Ghana nye bia mboa na yen save hen environment. It's for our own survival.
Okay. Professor Daye no dey ansana World Desertification Day na 5th July activity ni bedrusu no. Now wasaya baba kubim na fe ya hwe eno so aka yeda sepa anope. Professor Nanama Brown Kluche eni CEO that Environmental Protection Authority kanene agency na dey omo authority na so still na twa ho nti no. Yebeka EPA na mo kan tintin dia Environmental Protection Authority and Jordan so ye ni nabo empunimpu ahead of World Environment Day ebeba so ya wade ya I will say Ghana de no ebedi ewo Kwabenya Senior High School ewo Kwabenya Odom East Dom Kwabenya constituency ewo Atomic Stretch ni so honum no nti osi ye nyina ya sede ampanso ye nyina ya sede odumankoma bobre no emu na wote emu na menso mete ti ye kwaba ye ba afei yebeba be deep politics and so great we